Meiwes. He is also known as the Rotenburg Cannibal and der Metzgermeister, which means the master butcher. He was born in 1961 in a town called Essen in Germany. Essen in German means to eat. In 2001 he was 42 years old and he was a computer technician living in Rotenburg, and he lived in his mother's large mansion. He had two older half-brothers, and his father abandoned him when he was 8 years old, and he grew up on his own with his mother, who was very controlling. He suffered a lot during his childhood from loneliness, and from an early age he fantasized about eating his classmates so that they would become a part of him and stay with him forever. He was fascinated by the story of Hansel and Gretel, in particular the chapter where Hansel had to be fattened up to be cooked and eaten. His fantasies grew stronger during his teenage years, and even more so after the death of his mother in 1999. He started looking up on the internet pornography that would feature pain and torture, which led him to some cannibal sites, and he joined a forum that was called the Cannibal Cafe. He put an advert on that site looking for a victim. He said he was looking for a young, well-built man aged between 18 and 30 who would like to be eaten. He received answers from 2 men, but they ended up backing up at the last minute. Then came along Bernd, a 43-year-old engineer from Berlin, who said he wanted to be eaten alive. The two of them met up in March 2001. Ponders had come over on the train. They met up and went to Meiwes' farmhouse. They had already discussed what they intended doing and agreed that everything would be filmed. Brandes swallowed 20 sleeping pills and a bottle of cough syrup. When they arrived at the house, they went upstairs to what Meiwes called the slaughter room. Brandes initially wanted Meiwes to bite his penis off, which he tried to do, but could not manage. So he took a knife and tried to cut it off, but the knife was not was disappointed that he could not feel any more pain. But he was happy to see that he was bleeding heavily. Meiwes took the penis and cut it in half and went downstairs to the kitchen. He put it in a pan with some salt and pepper and some garlic and started cooking it. It was a disappointment because he said the meat was so fresh that it just shriveled down. Brandes tried to eat it, and he was disappointed that it was not edible. Brandes had been bleeding a lot and at around 9 p.m. complained he was feeling cold. Meiwes ran him a warm bath. They were upstairs and Meiwes went to lie on his bed and started reading a Star Trek book and would come and check upon Brandes every 15 minutes. Brandes was losing a lot of blood and was happy to be sitting in his own blood, he said. He would sometimes pass out and then wake up again. At around 2 a.m., Myers got him out of the bath and he collapsed. He woke up again, collapsed again, and then didn't wake up, but was still alive. Meiwes hesitated was not